There's a lot of people out this week. Yes, I'm passing one of the major hospitals out here, Condell Medical. And a lot of the doctors are Caucasian and of Indian descent. Now, one of the people who don't have insurance came in to see the doctor. ER room. So the emergency room doctor, as you can see, there it is right there, just leave it. One of the doctors happened to be an African American or black descent or person of color. And this person doesn't want to be seen because now this is an emergency room. ER doctor. This person doesn't want to be seen unless they get a white doctor. The world we live in. So you are in there for an emergency because you came through the ER, but it must not be that much of an emergency if you can wait for a white doctor. It's crazy. If you bored out your mind, just go on Casino for Life. I got a ton of videos over there that you probably didn't see. No, the situations ailed me because it irritated the living H out of me based on the fact of what I was seeing and witnessing. Now, the person of Caucasian descent was very hesitant to see the doctor because they want a white doctor. So naturally, this is going to cause a stir. No, they wanted to wait for a white doctor. But she said, the lady, because it was a white lady, she didn't want the man of color because she felt like, for some reason, the man of color was going to be eyeing her goodies. But she felt comfortable with her doctor. But you're in the ER, ma'am. And believe me, that dude don't want to see your goodies. I can tell you that right now. I'm like, if I saw your goodies, I would be like throwing up right now in the garbage can. So, if you think that brother man is caring about your goodies, the E-room doctor, who didn't bat an eye, is used to this. But he sees it all the time and says he sees it from African Americans as well. They would take his opinion that he gives them and go into a white doctor, a whole nother doctor after seeing him, pay more money to go see the other doctor to get the same thing, saying, oh, well, I just wanted a second opinion. He's like, I don't mind that, but we gave you a doctor to go to for the second opinion. like one that was an expert in the field, but he's like, and they told him like, well, if that doctor said it, I'm quite sure he told you he's number one in that field. Why wouldn't you want to see him? He's number one in that field. Like, this is what his expertise is. Why would you request to get a second opinion from someone who's not a expert in that field? A lot of it is out of fear, and I just don't get it. Built-in conditioning, man. I don't know what else to tell you. I've never went to the doctor wondering what color they were. I just hope they were good at what they did. Yeah, but the brother actually said that black people do it the most. That the majority of his clients are white, but the blacks that come in there want a white doctor too. And he's saying he's used to this. Like, he's seen it a lot. It's really just because he's black, and they trust a white doctor. Now, that's what shocked me, is when they said that mostly black people do it more than the whites. The blacks that come in there, they do the same thing. They want to get a white doctor's opinion. And I couldn't believe it. The black folks is ready to take the intern's opinion over him. And he was like, I'm the intern. He's the head of the department of this thing here. Like, I'm the intern. Like, the intern was white, and that's all they saw. They brother. Yeah, you think that we should be doing this month? He's like, did that doctor tell you? Yeah, definitely. I'm an intern. I'm working for him right now. If he said that, go on and do it. I'm just shocked. When he said the majority of his clients that come see him are white. He's got some white kids. He's got a few Hispanic, some Indians that come in here and deal with him. It's no problems. He's like, mostly that shocks him a lot is the blacks, more than it is white, that they just want a black doctor. I mean, they want a white doctor, and it's crazy to him. He's like, wow, that's weird. And I was like, that's weird to me. But he's like, I've been a doctor for so many years. I've seen this so many times, so I'm so used to it. It doesn't even affect me. I just here to help people. That's what I do. Oh, the Pakistani doctor was great. I had a Pakistani doctor for years. Great human being, great man. Then I had a doctor that they just didn't care about the patients at all. They was just there to get the money. No, I had a great Pakistani doctor. Just wish she was still in the field I had when I had my insurance through them. But he had switched to another location. He went to the Evanston Hospital. And he was great. Yeah, that was just weird. That lady, she's got to be in her 50s. She's got to be in her 50s. And she just wanted to be seen by another doctor. She's not familiar with this doctor. She doesn't feel comfortable, basically for whatever she's going in there for. She okay with the white assistant, that's assisting the ER doctor, but they're like, he's the ER doctor on staff. Like, what do you want? What do you want from us? Like, you would rather be seen by an intern? It's like, ma'am, you came to the ER. I'm like, I'll give her some Robitussin and send her home. I'm like, I don't know what her condition was. She would get some Robitussin and be sent right to the crib. And go medicine man to ride into town on a horse and carriage. No, not really. I feel that, or this desire to be, I want to say, noticed. So people go and post things online, but doctors are not going to be doing stuff like that. Not real doctors. They are in it because they study medicine. It was a calling for a lot of them, and they went in that field. But blacks I remember back in the days, some blacks were like that. They didn't want to trust black doctors as if they didn't have enough education to, do these acts. When the first successful open heart surgery was done by a black man, so I'm like, do you realize for someone black to do it, they had to go through an extra amount of what to get it done? They looking for that person to fail at any turn. So for that person to do it, it's going to take a lot more BS he got to go through to get it done. No, because when people see things, they know exactly what it's about. But it to me is disappointing because these are our own people, you know. So when you see your own people do that, what's that mean for you? This is my old hospital. This the outpatient hospital. It costs like $1.5 million to go in there. That's where I used to go. And I haven't seen nobody black work there. But I had a great doctor, and she was female, white lady, and they were on top of it. It's Northwestern Medicine. They're like the #1 in healthcare. Holistic doctors are great if you have a situation that could be fixed holistically. Now, the thing about it is everybody's body is different. So what you think works for you might not work for you as well. It might be working well and doing and making you feel better, but it's hurting you in another way because you've already had a preconditioned injury or illness. You suffer from this. And when you do holistic doctors, you know, it's trial by fire. Then you got to find out who's the real holistic doctors and who's the scammers. Private doctors are good. People who have a private practice, to a degree, but there's a reason they're in the private practice: money. The Cowboys will win, but I'm rooting for the Saints. Saints don't have a quarterback. Hell, I don't know who quarterbacking tonight. Oh, Taysom Hill's the quarterback, the guy that they didn't want to be the quarterback, but do want to be the quarterback. So they got their Tebow back there. I'm definitely taking Dallas now. Yep. So I'm gonna get out of here. We'll talk later on Casino for Life. We're gonna do some boxing talk. So I'm gonna get out of here.